Hello to all of you out there, and I'm sorry that this is delayed. I tried to go on the computer and get myself live, and there was a problem. I'm not great with technology, so I apologize. I think at this point I should probably just start reading poems because I'm so late in signing on. I just want to say I hope everyone's having a good holiday weekend. I know it's Memorial Day weekend. I hope that well, let me just start reading it. And I did want to introduce you to my parrot. I have a parrot, and I'll just show you my parrot if you can see him. He's over there, and I don't know if you can see. Oh well, oh, it didn't work too well. My parrot is sitting in the kitchen with me, and my parrot Winslow is sitting in the kitchen with me, and he's my best editor, and he's always such a good boy, So anyway, it's now 7:11. I don't know if anyone is out there anymore listening. I'm sorry about what happened. Hi Anna. I'm sorry about what happened. I don't know if people are listening. Let me begin reading. I'll begin reading some poems from my book, The Owl Was a Baker's Daughter. This is the book, and it's about a half-year-old, this book, and I'll start with a poem called Vows of Heaven. Oh, okay. I see. People are starting to come on the computer now. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait just a few minutes. Let me see if I can show you my parrot. I'll try that again before I read. Hi Erica. Hi Erica. This is my parrot Winslow over here. There he is down in the back. You can see he's chewing at his food. He has some food on his tray. You can see him kind of in the corner, and he's my best editor. Okay, I'll start reading my poems now. This one is called Vows of Heaven. I begin in happenstance, from whence come here and why, into arms that do not hold me, as sky in an egg births a bird and flees. I don't remember my own flight. What blood, what heat-seeking sameness, nests on tether, moss by twig, lesser white-throat, dark-eyed junco, linnet, twite, yet heaven finds itself half-hatchling here. I'd not be caught by desire's wound wire, were it not for my soul seeking its own death. Something closes, white wings over frail brood, a forgetting of night-shut sky. It should be easy, gray partridge, quail, godwit, cuckoo, to renounce what lunacy craves. And the next poem I'll read is the first poem of the book. It's called All of It Alive. All of it alive. Meanwhile, she wants to die and does not know. To the body and its burden, or to the self that pretends to be body. She steps and 1,000 moths lift lightly, spiral whirl. They flicker and fleck, weaving a world around her. Over roots impossibly stone clung, moss covered, the river plumbs the places where it pools. Some bubbles in eddies last longer, lingering in the swirl. As moths cross over, one by one, she goes under the place where water doesn't foam. This fleeting world achingly without her, all of it alive. I will read another poem from, I'm going to be reading poems from this collection. They'll all be from this collection. This next poem is about a favorite tree I have. It's a sycamore, and it grows by the water, and there's a river going by the tree, and you can, if you stand in the sycamore, you can hear the river rushing by. Of water and echo, she is in the tree by the river that sings in the tree, in the mouth of the tree, waxing mournful on water. The lively shrilling of bees, darker than honey, more homely than resinous gold. It's cold and damp in the song of water, bringing a ripple of rapid and fade, of day's end and the coming of blade, of the axe's edge opening the throat of bold call, of what the moon won't say in any emergency, any anxious fall, reds in the greens of summer, the lone hollow of tree by the river in which she sings, water in her teeth. And I will read, let's see, a spring poem called Low to Ground and Listening. It's still spring, and even though today in New York it's really hot out, it's in the 80s today. Low to ground and listening. Is vinca less vinca because it's called vinca, or onion grass more onion when a child pulls bulbs from stringy soil? Is a heart more heart in moments she feels its beating? Blood in her purples, in the stink on the skinny girl's hands, the brush dirt. She flirts with the fear of this season. It's a closet opening when she was caught in winter's last coat. Boots that treaded gravel to graven God's image of better earths after, a pure purpose for pebbles and woe. Snow was familiar and foreign as her own echo, asking, are they the same? The desire to end a life and the need to know how, a flower's simple bliss. And I'm not really sure how long I should read for since I was late in starting, but I will, I'll read a few more of these sonnet poems. The next one I'll read is called Beech, Birch, Buckthorn. Let's see. And hello to the people who just joined. I hope you're having a happy holiday weekend. Beech, birch, buckthorn. What breaks the heart more than autumn? Yellow leaves fallen fragile as a child's grasp of joy. The porcelain doll dropped, broken, and then the cry, as if to startle God. A letter reads, who will never abandon whomever you thought you were? No one. You who liked pretty colors and never looked at the texture of trunk, the roots gripping, sunken. But the way leaves catch in wet wind, blur of rain, motion of water through air, water ending without ending, how the heart hears. Breathe in and everyone breathes. Breathe out, the world exhales. Only the child, fevered, could know. Not to pray, not even for nothing, but to become prayer. Well, thanks for saying hi, everyone who said hi to me so far. Hello back. I'm going to read the next one I'll read is called Promise You Will Never Go Away. And this is a poem about being homeless. And I was never homeless, but a friend of mine was. And she's one of the people that this book is dedicated to. Her name was Susan. She was one of my closest friends. And she passed away after a time of living homeless. So Susan, if you're listening, this one is for you. Promise you will never go away. Not the best, not you are living as best you can. That might imply midnights fanciful as candied figs, silk shantung. What you mean most is muslin, something luxurious, become commonplace. So you say, not the best, but the way. I am living the only way I can. Nights in a makeshift box whose roof leans, looking at the moon. Scraping pinto beans from a broken tin. But it's here, isn't it? Here. The best you can do. 7 coins. While what's white sifts as if shorn. Little lamb of the air, little star. Okay. And then I will read a poem called In the Red Night Clouds. And this poem was written after a painting given to my husband by a friend of his named Louis Schneider. It's about Louis's painting. In the red night clouds, if you paint the heavens red, some moon will arise, bobbing to the surface like a toy. A boy's lost ball buoyed up, contending with red water and red fish who breathe red. Look at the moon and it changes. Shadows curved against such bright light can't but give back your best and worst dreams. Torqued to a strangeness, a disguise that hides all you're not ready to see. Look at anything long and it will beat in the pulse of your blood. Owl with its heart face. The berry bushes of your garden mouthing hush. Look longer still and all dissolves. One color, one moon, all earth, red is love, red is living. And I think when I read that poem, I skipped like a few words, but I think that's okay. And let's see, it's 7:22. I will read the last poem of this collection as the last poem I'll read, and then I'll take questions, any questions anyone may have. And I'm really sorry that this was late. I had some technical difficulties with the computer. Okay, this poem is called All My Joy, and it's supposed to be Ophelia, Shakespeare's Ophelia, speaking this poem and not myself. But you might know that if you read the book. All My Joy. If grace were a toy, if God were a boy and his cradle a blue top spinning, blue, oh blue, over all, under, I'd pray trade the doll and her frown. I'd pray trade these blooms, pluck and wither, twine, twine, woodbine, fennel, trumpet tunnel. Take crowflowers, take nettles, take salt. Weave me a dress, not of daisies. If God were something small and encalled, I'd count a coil to high clouds rocking. I thought I could make myself something more than a stone, but the church had already its rock, and said I should bend, slim tree, when wind makes a slim wish through it, and said I should sing, as robins bleed pleasant to sky. So the willow down follows my fancy. How poor is a pebble, a purple. Float me, blue shimmered on sun-cut waters. See this bubble? Here and then not. Oh here, stay bubble, stay bubble, stay bubble, stay. Well, thank you. That's the end of what I'll read, and I'll take any questions you may have. I'm here in my blue kitchen with my parrot, and he's happy to take any questions you may have too. He's an African gray. He says about 250 words. I'll try to give you another glimpse of him. Let's see if I can get my parrot in there. There's my parrot over there. See, there he is. I don't know how to zoom this, but that's Winslow. Winslow the gray parrot. He's very smart. One time recently, I got dizzy. I get dizzy often because I have a condition. And I got dizzy and I sat down on the bed, and my parrot said to me, he said, "I can get you a glass of cold water, sweetie." He's very polite. So does anyone have any questions for me? Anything you want to know about the writing of the book, or anything at all? Anything? Let's see. What could I say about the writing of the book? This book it's my second book, and it came out last October at the end of the month. And one thing I can say is I started writing poetry when I was 19 years old, but I didn't take it so seriously then, and I didn't go for my MFA until I was 35 years old. So it was a long birthing process of me as a poet, I guess. And I graduated when I was, I didn't start until I was 36 years old at the MFA program, and I graduated when I was 39. And my first book, My Dim Aviary, that came out when I was 46 years old. So I'm a late bloomer to poetry in a way, I guess. But I really do care about this world of words, this world of words and fellow poets and the art and craft of writing that we're all engaged in. Any questions at all? I don't want to bore you with my talk. If anyone wants, I can just read another poem. Maybe I'll read another poem, and then I will end the video stream. I can read a let's see. I'll read the title poem of the collection. It's The Owl Was a Baker's Daughter. If earth is oven enough for my father's body, I won't eat a cake that flies. No, 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 but night hears who as a question, and cherry pies come out feathered in silvers, golds, brown at the throat where words turn to molten syrup under crust. Whose edges? Who? Where do we end? Ah, stir us but with no spoon but a knife. Dirt is all our company. Would I were the moon, misted over and round as a chipped china plate. It's late to dine, but too early for worms, so let me shine eerily upon you. I'll enter the hall quietly slippered, my body gossamered white. Thank you for the hearts. And I will read, I'll just read one more poem then, and this because I don't want to end on a depressing poem, so I'll read this one. It's a little bit lighter. This is If Wings Neither Waxed Nor Waned. It's a bird poem. I love birds. If wings neither waxed nor waned, death rattles your name in its throat, If your clawfoot bathtub is full of captured pigeons, your hair knots from sheer lack of rain, pull pain up the spiral staircase, take down fringed, frayed shawls from the wardrobe's dim musk. Death dreads not dust on a mirror, polish it, not one speck should show. Death whets its tooth when you look in shallows and see depths. No mirror, no eyes with a child's sad wisdom, losing a game. The more you abide in the body, the more your body is not. Death hears pigeons coaxing, cooing, a cough like last labored breath. My doves, what are we? Cloak of the moon and bone winds of stars and light we know not from aught. Thank you. I guess there were really no questions, so I'll sign off now. I hope everyone has a really nice weekend, and thanks so much for showing up and listening, and I wish you all the best, and thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.